He was a clown in New York. I can't see any good in him. He was an idiot. The bottom line is, it's Biden versus Trump. He's a classic bully, psychopathic, malignant narcissist. He's got to be stopped.
Actor Robert De Niro had some brutal remarks for the failed former president when he went on Real Time with Bill Maher, and the conversation shifted over to Trump. And while obviously not in politics himself, I think a lot of what he said resonates with how people are feeling about Donald Trump, at least those of us who aren't sucked into MAGA. So there's a couple of clips I want to run through and a few points I want to make. Let's start with this one.
The bottom line is, it's Biden versus Trump. We want to live in a world that we want to live in and enjoy living in, or live in a nightmare. Vote for Trump and you'll get the nightmare. Vote for Biden and we'll be back to normalcy.
And this in and of itself should resonate with anyone that wants a government to do what it's actually supposed to do, not stand for these types of political stunts, the obstructionist mindset, and other antics that are largely embodied by MAGA and were brought into politics by Trump himself, where political strategy and play is put before the American people, and this sense of tribalism is created in politics where people's fears and emotions are preyed upon to create these kinds of narratives that strengthen otherwise unpopular positions. This is not what politics is supposed to be, where character assassinations are valued over policy positions, and as long as you're owning the other side, you don't actually have to be getting anything done, mixed with the divisive and overall dangerous rhetoric that Trump has normalized politically, attacking oppressed and marginalized groups for political benefit, and how it's led to massive increases in hate and violent crimes. This isn't a game that we should be upholding anyone to play with our lives.
Anybody, I don't understand it. I guess they get behind that kind of logic. They want to fuck with people, screw them, because they're unhappy about something. He's such a mean, nasty, hateful person. I never play him as an actor, because I can't see any good in him. Nothing. Nothing at all. Nothing redeemable in him. If he wins the election, you won't be on the show anymore. He'll come looking for me. There'll be things that happen that none of us can imagine.
Trump has not only expressed his disdain for Bill Maher and others like him, but he has said that he would be favorable to banning media stations that do not like him. With Trump, he's truly morally indefensible. You can't tell me a single redeemable quality about him. The only good things that he does are done optically, and anyone he does them for, he expects to forever be in his favor, and the second that you're not, he goes scorched earth on you. He operates on a strictly transactional basis, and that's just not what morality is.
So he's a sociopathic, psychopathic, malignant narcissist. He is a dangerous person. And we have to people realize, a lot of people, this audience, but the people who somehow think he's going to be the answer to their prayers, whatever those are.
Did you know
God
him
knows.
when as fellow New Yorkers?
Never wanted to know him.
Never wanted to?
No.
You must have
He
crossed...
was an idiot.
Why would you want to associate yourself with someone who's known for being inappropriate with women, who's been sued for racial housing discrimination and is the product of nepotism? And I love how blunt he is. He's just openly saying what we all feel. And for that, I want everyone to go home and crack open a Robert De Niro film. Like, I don't know, Raging Bull or The Taxi Driver. Who cares? Just throw it on, because this man is spitting the truth.
He was a clown in New York. And New Yorkers say, some would go with him, of course, people who work in what he does, some of them. But it's just, he's a classic bully. If you had a schoolyard and he walked in and he had his bully friends around, the other people decide whether they want to oppose him or they want to let him just tell him what to do and own the schoolyard or the basketball court or whatever it is. He's got to be stopped.
And you can even see it now. Donald Trump likes to feel like he's in control. That's classic of a narcissist. And that's why he's interfering with bills in Congress, even though he's not in politics currently, telling Republicans, don't pass this, don't do this, could say this, trying to pick the RNC chair, his daughter nonetheless, because he wants to keep a hold on these things for as long as possible. So he always feels some measure of influence or control, because when he loses that, he loses meaning in his life. He's got multiple trials and charges on the way. He's lost his business license. He's been a proven fraud, among other things. This is really the last thing he has going for him, and he's not ready to give it up just yet. You can tell the desperation in that. But you love to see even people who are in a more privileged class, privileged setting, speaking up against his authoritarianism and the threat that he truly poses to America. If you enjoyed this video, we're Social Society. We're a commentary channel influenced by politics, society, and the economy. We are pretty left-leaning on this channel, but we're open to our right-wingers as well. The biggest thing here is having conversations that get everyone to the bottom of the truth. If that sounds like something that could interest you, consider smashing that subscribe button, leaving us a like, or even commenting on this video. We even have memberships available as low as $3 if you'd like to support, because the only way we become a society is together.